My prediction is that many organizations will prioritize data and reporting at the strategic level, not just the execution level. And I think we're already starting to see that with roles and org structure changes.
I think that paid marketing is going to take more of a backseat, and that true customer marketing, influencer marketing, community marketing is going to take the forefront of success for clients. So just more and more people are going to pour money on the fire with all of the sales cycles increasing, deal sizes getting lower. It's going to cost more to acquire more customers, so they're going to have to find creative ways. So I think companies that tap into their community building, focus on their thought leadership from the ground up will really succeed in 2024.
Teams will get leaner, and the teams that effectively deploy resources either to agencies or to generative AI or other kinds of tools like that, they're going to win, whereas teams that do it because this is the way it's always been done, they have to fall.
I think it's going to actually be a really successful year. We've seen some attrition in the last 2 years with kind of what they call like a tech recession, but we're seeing that starting to grow again. We're seeing a lot more investment in tech, and I think that 2024 is just going to kind of continue with that momentum.
The creator economy is going to become more popular. I think it's going to become more mainstream. Companies like Cognizant are already doing this, using subject matter experts like Gaetano Dinardi. Other companies are following suit. You see Mark Killens and Nick Bennett with their new venture. I think there's a real market for this because companies struggle to make compelling content, and content is the lubricant that makes everything else work for your company. It greases every other wheel in your go-to-market motion, and that's why you're seeing these people find traction in cottage industry doing exactly that.
I think my 2024 prediction kind of ties back into going back to the fundamentals. I think it's going to be a heavy focus on RevOps and infrastructure. I think people are going to get back to the basics of measurement and realize that they can't scale or spend more money without a really solid measurement plan in place. So having better investments in your RevOps, your infrastructure, how your Salesforce, your marketing automation is set up, that's all going to be super paramount to being able to be successful in any other component of marketing.
We're really swinging through trends way faster than that pendulum used to swing. So I've kind of seen a lot of brands go with this like really personality-driven typefaces, and I kind of predict a swing back to minimalism, but like still full of personality and just like really focusing on type.
I think we're going to have to buckle down a bit. It's going to get a little more difficult and challenging before it gets better. But I think what that really does is sets the really strategic practitioners apart from the rest. Because when you don't have as many resources at your disposal or the budget or your actual bodies, you have to be a lot more creative in terms of what you're able to produce. And I'm really excited to see what comes out of this year because everyone loves a challenge.
Okay, I think maybe not for 2024, but for at least in the next couple of years, you're going to start seeing some of this generative AI content start converging. AI is really great at taking what already exists and producing more content like it. But what happens when AI starts building content based off of AI content? Really poopy content.
It's just gonna keep growing and thriving. Maybe that's not my prediction, but that's my manifestation.